And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers game preview here on Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson to walk you through what is expected to be, well, another tough test for the Oilers. But realistically, guys, the tough tests are over pretty much depending 99% on who you ask, because we've missed the playoffs at this point, so it would seem. But the real question is, what can we do with the last 6 games on the calendar against teams that we're facing for those wildcard spots, right? Like, you've got teams coming up that are competing or going to be in the playoffs, so you got to hope that you can put up at least a half good effort against them and make sure you don't leave your fans with a bitter taste in their mouth at the end of the season. Well, tonight you do it against the Dallas Stars, who are starting Anton Khudobin. And guys, with that, let's get right to it, because Anton Khudobin's kind of the guy who, well, you know, if you understand where he's been in his career, you kind of laugh at, oh man, the Oilers should be able to do something against him. However, you guys know just as well as I do, my cat's absolutely attacking my laptop right now, pardon me, is as well as I do, we play bad against backups. We play bad against pretty much every goalie 99% of the time, until all of a sudden McDavid or Draisaitl crack one, then maybe the floodgates open like they did against LA. Well, Khudobin's .924 save percentage, 253 goals against average, 14, 16, and 4 in 37 games played this year. So he's been all right. He's been a good goalie for them in Dallas this year. I mean, a sub 500 record, but everybody thought Cam Talbot was a good goalie with a sub 500 record and a 3.0 GAA. So let's not kid ourselves what a good goalie looks like, shall we? But the Oilers line combinations, this is the one before I get to the standings. It looks like, from everything I can kind of find online, it's going to be similar to what it has been for the past little while. It's been Draisaitl, McDavid, Kassian on the top line. It'll be interesting. I think 100% the Oilers are going to roll Gambardella, Nuge, and Chiasson out there on that second line again. That'd be, if I'm a gambling man, that's what I'd take. Now, of course, by the time this video is up, Jack Michaels, Bob Stauffer, Reed Wilkins, somebody has probably tweeted out the line combinations and I haven't been able to find them, so duh. However, Tobias Rieder, Colby Cave, Sam Gagner on the third line. Again, honestly, we can't kid ourselves. Gagner and Tobias Rieder had great chances in the game against LA. I mean, Sam Gagner, that half clap from the dot, right? That was beautiful. Tobias Rieder, he just took too long to drive the net, and Colby Cave could have had a hell of a rip had it not been for the pass going to the point instead of him when he called it in, I believe it was the second period. Now, Milan Lucic, Kyle Brodziak, Josh Curry. Well, Curry's exciting no matter how you cut it, so I'm excited to see what he does. And, of course, Brodziak and Lucic, guys, we've washed our hands for another season, so just whatever happens, happens right there. D-core is expected to be the exact same thing as always because, well, the Oilers don't really like changing up the D-core too much once you've actually got your defensive help that you were supposed to have at the start of the season, right? Why would you change the working formula that has, well, steadified the Oilers so much so since Andrei Sekera got back, right? The Oilers are quite a 500 team or above since Andrei Sekera returned to the lineup, so that's been good to see. And hopefully tonight it's another battle of that continuing against the Dallas Stars. Without further ado, guys, I've talked your ear off about the line combinations. You've had to listen to the cat scratching on the door. Now you're looking at the cat in my arm because she's being a bad kitty. Well, Zap would like to know where the Oilers sit in the standings. That's not the standings, that's the player stats. Maybe I should tell you one thing. Leon Draisaitl needs 1 point to 100. Let's not kid ourselves. However, the Oilers sit with 76 games played, a whole whopping 7 points back of the playoff spot. Essentially, if Colorado gets 2 wins in their next 5 games, we're pretty much all but done, right? That's essentially the math to eliminate us. Colorado gets 2 points or 2 wins in the next 5, that eliminates us essentially if we lose one. So we got to go 6-0. That would get us to 88 points at most, and Colorado's got to go 2 out of 5, so 2 and 3. And I mean, Arizona would have to go 2 and 3. So the math is there. We can still mathematically absolutely do this, but do you expect it to physically happen? I don't, and I'm pretty much writing it off that way. I'm making myself at peace with it, and that is as it stands. So what you have is the Vegas Golden Knights competing for the 3rd spot in the Pacific Division, right? They could still be eliminated from the playoffs if they were to absolutely fail. And in the next 5 games, Arizona went 5-0. Vegas went 0-5 with no OT losses. So there's still a lot of math to be played out. We play Dallas, who sits at 86 points this year, 40 wins, 31 losses, 6 OT losses for that 86 points. They are a +6 in the goal differential column, a 195 goals for, and a 189 goals against. So you can tell they've had a great season not allowing goals. That's been their big thing, is they have not allowed goals, considering in the, Pacific Division, if they were to compete in the Pacific Division, they would have the lowest goals against total, and realistically, they are the lowest goals against in the entire Western Conference. So tonight, do you send out there McDavid? Do you send out there Draisaitl? Do you send out there Kassian and say, boys, fill the net, go get the job done, and show these Dallas Stars they ain't crap going 77 games and only allowing 189 goals? Because tonight, they're allowing 5 or 6 against us. That's obviously what my message would be in a pretty much win out and hope for the best scenario if you're Ken Hitchcock. That's, if you're coaching, just send the boys, sick the dogs on the net. That's essentially what I'm saying. Go sick the big boys out there and get the job done. And hey, if coach has confidence in them, can't tell me, you cannot tell me that they won't go out there and try to fill the net as much as humanly possible. You know the Oilers are getting a goal tonight, and you know that Draisaitl's going to factor in somehow. It's just the way this season's gone. It's the way it needs to happen. You can't kid yourself. I'll eat my words. I've got alphabets. Seriously, if I'm wrong on that one, I will eat my words. But let's not kid ourselves. Against the Dallas Stars, we got to go out there. Same thing as we did against the Los Angeles Kings. Take it to them. Force the issue. Drive the net, shoot the puck, score the goals, and get some above all-right goaltending. I was going to say above average. No, tonight, for a team that doesn't score a heck of a lot of goals either, just get all-right goaltending plus. So you see what I mean? Same thing as the LA King, just better than all-right goaltending. You should be able to win, especially how hot Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl are, and now you've got Nuge in there in the mix. He's been there all year, but now he's, ooh, man, yeah, maybe I can hit 30, maybe I can do it. Well, guess what? For Nuge, it's a goal as much as goal-by-goal basis can be. So, guys, that's essentially the thing. And, I mean, I don't have starting goaltenders for this matchup, but I'd assume that if we don't see Mikko Koskinen, we'll see Stolarz and then Koskinen the rest of the way home. And if we do see Stolarz, or if we do see Koskinen, we'll probably see Stolarz in the last 2 games of the season, depending on where we are at that point. Guys, that's as simple as I can break it down. A preview as good as I can give you. The defense, obviously, tonight against Dallas, I guess the thing is, if they're going to be stingy, we have to be absolutely stingy as well. So, on a defensive note, just shut it down, play Hitch's styles, and just don't allow the Dallas Stars time or space. I mean, let's go over to the daily face-off line combinations for the Dallas Stars. Forgot to tell you that. And I mean, Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, Jason Dixon, Matthias Janmark, Rupe Hintz, Alexander Radulov, Andrew Cogliano, Radek Faksa, Blake Como, Valerie Nichushkin, Justin Dolynny, Jason Spezza. Guys, that's a lot of has-beens and aren't anymores other than Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin. I don't know much about Jason Dixon, but he ain't that highly rated according to them. And I mean, Esa Lindell and John Klingberg, yes. Roman Polak, Miro Heiskanen, well, maybe. And Jamie Alexiak, Ben Lovejoy, yeah. But that's to my point. They're a unit playing shutdown defense, so that's exactly what we have to go out there and do tonight. Get some offensive chances against Anton Khudobin and absolutely bury him. That's the big test. Can we go out there and bury the chances against Anton Khudobin? That's my question for tonight. Guys, if you've got things to say, hit me up in the comments section below. Let's discuss tonight's 7 o'clock start against the Dallas Stars. Well, before the game starts. And then let's see how right or wrong we were in the game breakdown, guys. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. We're closing into the final moments of the season, and I've appreciated everything so far. I'm going to get very thank you-ish down the stretch here. But guys, I'm Tyson. Like I said, this is Dolynny TV, and I am up on out of here.